Hello YouTube, I'm Pilot Stud and welcome back to another Microsoft Flight Simulator news video. Now today I'm sharing some very exciting Microsoft Flight Simulator news, from aircraft releases to aircraft progress and some beautiful scenery releases. You know how it works, be sure to like, comment and subscribe. It really helps me out, it keeps pushing me on to create Microsoft Flight Simulator content for you guys. So be sure to stick around if you love everything about Microsoft Flight Simulator and real world aviation, seeing as I do a bit of that as well. I'm not going to hold you here around for long, let's cut to the intro and we'll get right into the news. So first of all, let's start off with the most exciting news. Hype Performance Group have released their H145 for the sim into early access. Now this group is most known for their H145, which is the freeware helicopter, the awesome freeware helicopter, which can be found on flightsim.to. Well, the 145 is a similar variant, but it's Payware and has a higher fidelity, including realistic sounds. This really does look very special. Well, they've released their luxury variant of this helicopter to the early release people. What do I mean by that? Well, it's basically people that have kind of pre-ordered this aircraft, they've put the $45 in, and they get to have an early access before the product is fully released. Of course, it doesn't mean it's 100% complete, but from the video they show us, it really does look impressive. With high quality cockpit modelling, interior and exterior sounds, which are real sounds from the real aircraft, and full VR functionality, this is something to get really excited for. I did say there it was $45 I was kind of rounding up, it's actually $42 99 cents. But at the moment, let me be clear, if you are thinking about picking up your own copy of the High Performance Group H145, it will cost you this, and it is still early access, with more features and improvements coming along at a later date. But just look at the cockpit, all custom made, it really does look beautiful. The textures on the flight column are really something special, it really does look like a beautiful aircraft. I've got to admit, helicopters aren't necessarily my thing, I'm more of a fixed wing guy as opposed to rotary wing, but I might indulge and pick up a copy of this. It looks really good to do some evening sightseeing over the world's biggest cities. It's of course the most realistic helicopter we've got so far, so if you're into helicopters, this is certainly your thing. Tell me what you think about it down below. Sticking with aircraft previews, MilViz previews their Cessna 310R Redux in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Now, it's not actually called the Cessna 310. This product isn't anyway, although that's what it's based off in real life. Of course, copyright issues mean you can't take the name directly over. MilViz have been in the development game for a while, developing products for Flight Simulator X, and I even think Flight Sim 2004, which is older than me by quite a few months. From the screenshots they're showing so far, this is looking to be a pretty nice aircraft, although the texturing is a bit lower than my expectations. I hope it will work its way up. Of course it is a work in progress and things are subject. Of course it is work in progress and this is mostly interior work we're seeing, but it does look pretty nice. As long as they're not charging the earth for this, I would probably pick it up. Something that really stands out to me is the artificial horizon. You can see it's been worked on and is not just a default Microsoft Flight Simulator gauge, but looking around the airspeed indicator you can see a lot of pixelation there. So I don't know if this is going to be as good as most of the Payware products out there. I hope MilViz do greatly improve it, but maybe I'm being a bit tough. This is of course work in progress still, and very much so by the looks of it. MilViz do a really good job at military aircraft. Moving over to scenery, and my goodness, PilotPlus have blown every single other scenery developer out of the park. From the screenshots, videos and reviews provided so far, PilotPlus's Bristol airport looks like one of the best bits of Payware scenery out there by far. Honestly, this is incredibly impressive. I haven't tried it out yet, but for just under £15 UK, I am very tempted to snap it up very quickly. quickly. This is an ultra-realistic rendition of Bristol Airport, precise terrain resolution of 1 meter with that famous runway slope. The most beautiful interior I've ever seen for a Microsoft Flight Simulator airport, including dynamic rain on the terminal and air traffic control tower windows, which I think is something very special. The video shows PilotPlus's attention to detail here. In real life, this airport is quite a focus airport for EasyJet, Ryanair and TUI, but on top of that it also has a large section of the airport dedicated to general aviation and flight training. I mean, the air traffic control tower really looks good, and if that looks good, this is an incredible bit of kit, and from the photos, I haven't even tried it out yet, and I certainly recommend it. I've already seen plenty of reviews. British AvGeek has done one, and while it's not perfect, there's of course problems with everything out there. It is very close. I can't wait to check it out. I'll leave your thoughts on it down below. Moving on to our final bit of news in this video, JustFlight have released real taxiways for the sim. Now this is an interesting add-on that I don't think we've really ever seen before. Now it is pretty expensive, coming in at £26 UK 99p. For the Real Taxiways USA Class B, C, D and non-towered airports version. On top of that, you've also got the Real Taxiways USA Military Airfields version, which costs you £12.99 UK pounds. It does something pretty minor, but something that makes a massive difference. It basically replaces the default taxiway signage and taxiway markings to make them look more authentic and importantly more visible. JustFlight also say you can adjust the size of these signs to make them easier to read, which is more catered to VR. Importantly, thousands of airports have been updated across these two products, including 100,000 plus taxiway signs, which I think is something very impressive. That includes near real-world taxiway sign placement, with signs being as authentic to the real world as possible. I'll tell you why this is important, because I know for a lot of people you end up buying individual airports just to get authentic taxiway signage for the likes of VATSIM and IVAO. Well, for just over £45 UK, you get thousands of airports with improved signage and realistic signage for a fraction of the cost of adding all those airports together. So I think there is a real market here. On the other side of that, Asobo may very well be working on taxiway signage to make it more realistic. This could make this product not fit for purpose. So I think you need to weigh up whether or not it's worth it, and JustFlight says their products are extremely frame friendly. I think it's a pretty much cost effective solution, buying all the taxiways in one go for over 1,000 airports, as opposed to buying a few products for the same price. Of course you don't get the realistic airport terminals or anything else, but I don't know, for the price of 3-4 Payware airports you're getting thousands of updated airports. So weigh it up, I do think it's worth it, and I probably will buy it when it comes over to Europe anyway. It's available on the JustFlight website and all the links are in the description. Anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed this little Microsoft Flight Simulator news video, bringing you up to date with all of the biggest Microsoft Flight Sim news stories. If you've enjoyed, be sure to like, comment and subscribe. I'm going to wrap it up now, so thanks for watching, I hope you've enjoyed. Tell me what you're excited for down below. From me today, that is all. Thanks for watching. Thank you to my first class channel members, they get a shout out on the screen now. Thank you to Captain Matt Russell, Jesse Wiseman, Ethan Bebeck, Simon Schmidt and Erwin K. You guys really do help me out, and if you want to become a channel member to support the channel in return for some exclusive perks, be sure to hit that blue join button. Anyway, from me today, last thing I want to say is that I'm running a charity skydive, jumping out of a plane from 13,000 feet, raising money for two incredible charities. We've already raised over £440 UK so far. The Just Giving link is in the description, it really does mean a lot. Anyway, bye bye guys, see you soon.